Well, I was in the middle of grinding these 10 knives, which is actually 16, and my belt grinder just stopped. So I'm gonna figure that out. So I took the grinder all apart and I thought it was working. I got it to turn on, got it to be happy, and then turned it on. 10 seconds later, it went again. So I don't know what's going on. I'm not a Sparky, so we'll see what we can figure out. Well, it's been a couple days and I got rid of my grinder. So I got the new VFD in and I had the electrician out to try and fix it, and unfortunately it still didn't work. So I boxed the entire thing up and shipped it back to the manufacturer so he can deal with it. Here is where we are at. I have the bolsters fit up on about 9 of the 10 knives, and then I also have 6 or 7 of them completely hand sanded. So I am going to finish fitting the bolsters, fitting the blocks, bedding the tangs, and I'm gonna do that right now. Also, just a quick side note, look at this. How shiny and fancy and Damascusy is this? Pretty stoked to get this one done, but I have to stay focused because I'm already behind. So let me explain for a second what I'm actually doing here. So as you saw, I milled my slot in my piece of ivory G10. And I have my tang ground to the size I want it and my shoulders squared up. So from there, I'm gonna go ahead and make a little relief cut on the back of the bolster piece. And what that'll do is that'll allow the angled bolster to just tilt forward more because you don't have that harsh edge on the back. I'm then gonna flip it over, and on the front, I'm going to make 2 little relief cuts on the top and bottom. And what that just allows is a bit of a buffer with these shoulders not being exactly square. Because you can't get them perfectly square in a grinder, you can just make these little cuts, which just takes into account that gap. And less is more with this type of thing, because it took me about 5 minutes of filing and I have a clean line all the way around. Well, I am headed up to Will's shop. I have everything loaded up in my truck. I have all of the knives with the handles that have been bedded, and now it's time to shape them up.